Hello, everybody. This is Three Man Broadcast here, and today we are giving you some information on the latest horror game that's coming out for all the consoles, including PC, The Evil Within. Guys, let's go ahead and discuss it. So the game looks, scary as
Resident
looks really
Evil.
scary.
I don't
Well,
know what I should know as
I'd
scary
say
as
it's.
you know. I don't know what kind of scare that is, but
I
okay.
think it's a lot more scary than Resident Evil because Resident Evil is sort of turned into like an action genre, and it sort of, you know, moved away from the scariness of what Resident Evil was.
Well, I mean, you two guys played Resident Evil. I've never played a Resident Evil game. Never looked. It never really caught my eye to make like me want to play it. So.
Well, if you play Resident Evil like whenever it started all the way till now, which is like Revelations, you'll see that it's gotten a whole lot less scarier the more titles that came in. The Evil 2 is a little bit scary,
Well,
but it does like the
I mean, it
it
does
does
say
like a
that this dude's going back to his original roots, so most likely whatever Resident Evil 1 looked like, except better graphics, just more horrifying and
yeah.
having a
Resident Evil 1
blast.
was a lot more horrifying. I think after like Resident Evil 4 on, it sort of like just dipped down from the horror. 5 wasn't horror. Revelations wasn't horror. Operation Raccoon City wasn't horror. But Evil Within looks like a real horror game.
But
'Cause it jumps
basically,
up at you and it's like all insane and stuff.
the Evil Within is basically a pure survival horror game for those of you who like that kind of genre of gaming. And one thing that really stood out to me was about the ammo, how that's going to be very scarce to find. You're
Very
going to be
scarce.
struggling if you want to shoot. I mean, you're going to be struggling to do
Yeah,
that.
you have to like
You're
shoot, you
gonna
have to aim.
to-
You have to have your bullets count. You have to make your ammo count.
Don't waste, bitches.
And the main
Oh,
character
God.
is Sebastian. How do you say his last name?
Sebastian Castellanos,
Yeah.
I think. Castellanos.
And
Castellanos?
Castellanos.
I don't know.
Castellanos.
It's being made by Bethesda, so you know it's gonna be good right there.
Now-
because most of their games are amazing.
Here's
So,
one thing here's one thing I've noticed about that. Are they actually zombies? 'Cause I think it's some sort of like disease or like.
No, it is a disease. It is a disease.
That, it's not like some sort of zombie outbreak thing because I mean they know to use weapons and use fire.
No, it's not a zombie outbreak. It's basically a straight up disease that's happened and plagued
Yeah.
the place, basically. That's what happened with that. I'm guessing.
Because I
And,
mean they don't
you
look
know-
like zombies. 'Cause they actually hold weapons and
Yeah.
use
It better not be
light.
a damn zombie game. Like too much.
and it's supposed to strike as like a horror action type game, and it's also in third person, and you're like your main
Yeah.
character is a guy who's basically stuck in a nightmarish world, and he's trying to escape. I don't know where to exactly, but as far as I can
think
tell,
he's trying to escape. I think he's trying to survive because sitting here reading it, it says Sebastian, however you say his last name, and his partner find that a mysterious and powerful force lays in wait as he witnesses fellow police officers being killed one by one. Someone attacks and knocks Sebastian unconscious. He wakes to find himself in a place where monsters roam.
well,
Like I said, I think it's like sort of like a modern day Dark Souls,
that's
Guy just
basically
drops
what
in
they
out of
said.
nowhere and he like just faces
Tyler,
monsters.
You know, me and you said it's going to be made by Bethesda. It's not being
Yeah,
made
which
by,
is-
by Bethesda. It's the publisher. That's who's
Sure.
publishing it. The developer's Tango Gameworks.
Tango. Wait,
yeah, that,
is that? Never mind.
I don't
I'm
know.
gonna go off tangent.
I have no idea. Now, there's a problem. There's
What?
not going to be no multiplayer until DLC.
Well, not until DLC. And hopefully it's gonna be
Exactly.
free. I hope you won't have to pay for it. That's one thing. It should be a
says
free
it's in the
DLC.
same vein as Dark Souls, which, Dark Souls only had multiplayer items that you can summon people, they
Yeah.
get invaded and that stuff. But it says via DLC, which the DLC for Dark Souls 1 led into like PvP arenas and all this. So
So how is that gonna
they might
incorporate the
have,
Evil
they
Within?
might have like horror arenas where you have to survive this many waves or survive this time or be the last survivor.
That
Or
wouldn't be
they might make it to where you pitched against other people, you have to survive the longest and whatnot out of everybody to win and all that stuff. They can go
I'm
so
saying,
many
like,
ways with this.
It's like Dark. Like how could it be like drop in? Could it be like somebody is invading you and they just
no,
shoot you in the head, or
No, I don't think it's gonna be like that way. Cause they say via DLC. Well, the DLC in Dark Souls 1, you had to go up to like a podium or something and click search for a match. Like you had to
Yeah.
find the match, and it would start you off in like a cage, and you
Mhm.
would then be released to kill each other.
Hmm.
That's how that was. Like they had 1v1s, 3v3s, I think 2v2s. I'm not sure. I didn't get the Dark Souls DLC.
And it says the game is run on a modified ID Tech 5 engine. ID engines are pretty good.
I don't know about any ID Tech engines.
I think, I'm not sure, but like, I forgot the game, but there was one game that I played a lot of. It was run on ID Tech. But it's a pretty good engine.
Is it better than the Snowdrop engine?
No. I say it's in between the Unreal Engine and the Snowdrop engine. ID sort of in the middle.
So you're saying there's not going to be that much lag and not that much of,
Well, I mean, the lag depends on like the frame rate of the whole, system.
Yeah, it depends on how much they throw into one area.
You can have like all these enemies coming at you, and depending
Dark
on the engine,
Souls,
it can still
remember Dark Souls, Brandon, how you started lagging when you entered Blighttown?
Yeah.
That was because there was so much in that frame that you were trying to comprehend and shit.
Yeah.
And for those of you wanting to know when this game is going to drop, it will be dropping in August 26th, 2014.
Yep.
And August 27th for UK.
So if anybody wants to pick this game up or wanting to know when it comes out, that's the due date.
I like to. My birthday's in what? 3 days in that date.
Hey, the only thing I'm saving for would be Destiny. I mean, I would like to get this game, but I am saving for Destiny. Okay.
Now, do you think this game is going to be better than Dead Space? Because it sort of has the same elements as Dead Space does.
The HUD's gonna. It says Dead Space HUD. It looks like.
That's HUD elements.
I know. It says. Oh, as in other recent horror games like Dead
yeah,
Space.
it's HUD. Yeah, that's what I was like. Do you think that Dead Space is going to be,
I think
a greater
this
game?
one. I feel like this one will be better. Like
Dead Space.
This one will be hard to survive because of how the ammo is, and I'm pretty sure in Dead Space you have ammo and you can find that easily.
You can find it really easily. Yeah.
And this one probably actually tests your ability to survive as a gamer. So
Now this is a weird thing that I saw in that 12-minute trailer. He actually burned the bodies of the people that he killed.
Well, I mean,
do you think that they can get infected? I mean, do you think that they can infect other people while they're dead, or make people stronger?
It's probably like an airborne sickness, if anything.
Probably.
Yeah. Like I'm saying, not to make him sicker.
Wouldn't it be burned? Wouldn't that really cause it to go airborne then too?
Well, yeah, but I mean, if you're burning,
he's burning the flesh of the bodies and everything. That would cause that to hit air and go airborne, though, Brandon.
No, but I mean, it's just like the same thing. Like back in history with the bubonic plague, people either put them in, trenches or burned them alive.
Yeah.
Just not to infect them.
Or maybe they actually, heal over time and can come back to life too. Because they are monsters. Like he's in a different. It says he's in a different world with monsters.
Yeah. So like, you think maybe that it could be like open world, maybe, and like if you come back to that same spot, that person will still be there unless you burn them or something.
Possibly. I mean, that seems like it would.
Do you think it's gonna be open world?
I mean, I'm pretty sure it's gonna be open world because that's what every game's literally doing now. But I mean, if they come back to life after you kill them, if they're able to do that, if you leave them for long enough and you come back, that thing might be back to life, hunting you down and everything.
Yeah.
So I mean.
I think another thing that was interesting is that they instead of using CGI, they actually use like practical effects and stuff like that, and they actually did more with that. Let's see.
And also another thing that's going to be cool about this one, the dude that made Resident Evil, he's straying off. He's actually going to have the game where he can shoot and move at the same time, which is going to be pretty fun to do. Instead of just sitting in one spot, hunkering down and shooting all the enemies. Like in all Resident Evil titles.
Well, I mean, I'm pretty sure he's trying something new, except still like Resident Evil in a way, because it says that the chainsaw brandishing monster, who is a nod to the Dr. Salvador enemy from Resident Evil 4. Don't know who that is, but I'm pretty sure you guys do if you played Resident Evil 4.
Yeah.
So most likely it looks exactly the same as that dude. So he's gonna be taking things out of Resident Evil. It sounds.
Yeah, like I sort of see the game as like a hybrid of Resident Evil and and Dead Space sort of mixed together.
Shinji Mikami said that this is like he's going back to his old roots, and this is just a rumor that he said that this would be his last attempt to try to make with this game. So we'll see if this is his last actual horror game that he's going to be making and let someone else take over, or he's going to continue doing what he does. But I mean, it's supposed to become a franchise apparently. So, you know,
Evil Within, like the whole series.
it's supposed to be like a second, and it's gonna keep. I guess it'll keep going. I don't know.
Well, that's probably why he has some people. He's probably passing it on to Tango GameWorks, just like giving them an idea of what he actually wanted and passing it to them. Or Bethesda Softworks, one of them. But I mean, this is gonna be a completely single-player game off the start. So,
Yeah.
I mean, if you
There's
want
skills.
to play with your friends, you're gonna have to see what they do with the DLC. I mean, off the start, they might somehow implement multiplayer, but right now they're saying it's full single player. So, I mean,
Now, have they said anything about when the DLC will be released?
No.
why would they already say this?
I mean, they could
Why-
tell you something about when it'll be released.
Why would they drop the? Oh, I mean, they did do that with Call of Duty.
They do it in every Call of Duty.
Yeah,
Talking about.
like, no, I'm talking about like, yeah, but the Call of Duty's released, and then like a month after,
Yeah,
like, oh,
they
hey,
say
this
the DLC.
DLC's coming.
Like I said, it'll probably take them a while to figure out a DLC,
I mean,
give a
if-
release date for it.
Like every game, if they actually take their time, it usually is gonna be a fun game to play.
Yeah.
Now, how scary do you guys feel this game is going to be? Because I mean, it looks very eerie, very scary
On a
looking.
scale,
On a scale
I
of
mean-
1 to shit-faced.
on a scale of 1 to 10, I probably give it an 8. It won't shit my pants, but it'll probably make me have a few jumps here and there.
I know I'd be screaming like, ah! Oh, shit.
It might give me a few jumps, but other than
Motherfucker,
that,
I
don't think
screamed in
it's
Dark Souls 2. I'm not lying. There's some things in there that scare the shit out of you. I'm pretty sure I will scream when this game's released.
This opening scene, I watched it too, and it's pretty intense. Like, I'd have been freaking out if I was
Yeah,
that
like I
guy.
said, like that too. When the guy walks out of the building and he sees that world, I mean, what could have happened so catastrophic that for the world, just to crumble like that is just like what happened.
I mean, it almost seems like what's that game with the PS3? That everybody loved, that guy and that girl.
Last of Us.
Yeah, that's what it looks like. Because I mean, if you go, I didn't watch the whole thing. I didn't want to spoil anything for myself, but I watched enough to where he got the keys and whatnot at the beginning, and apparently if he's walking outside and everything.
This dude's gonna be trying to survive though to figure out what the hell is going on. Like he's gonna be looking for answers while he's murdering monsters.
That's the same as The Last of Us. I mean, they had the same idea, or this game had.
No, he wasn't looking for answers. He was trying to get that girl to this place so they can fix the virus that was happening. Which, I don't want to completely spoil the game for you, but I know you ain't gonna play it ever. That kind of backfired when they got there. The lady there wanted to kill her to fix the virus, but he didn't want that.
Well,
Now they said this game is labeled as a pure survival horror game. What in y'all's minds is a pure survival horror game? What is a pure horror game?
pretty much. Well, it's hard to
Slenderman.
find pretty much anything.
Huh?
No,
Slenderman,
Not
damn
even-
it. Slenderman.
it's not even a survival game. We're just walking around looking for notes.
Pick up papers, but
It's a straight
Yeah.
horror game though.
But
Slenderman,
this
damn it.
is like, I would expect them, like, you have to feed yourself. Like, having food would be something. Like, you have to go find food and feed yourself. You have to actually,
Find
keep yourself clean.
water.
yeah, you have to
I
clean
don't know
yourself.
about keeping yourself clean now.
Well, I mean,
I think the only thing I saw in the trailer was they had health packs, not health packs, but like needle injections that sort of get your health up, something like that.
that makes sense. Like, Far Cry, where you had to actually like wrap a bandage around your arm or
Yeah,
something
that's
like
what he has
that.
to do.
Oh, that's
Or, like,
gonna
pop your arm
suck
back
if
in
they have
place.
that, like you're on the run and you just have to fucking heal yourself. Like, ah, shit, I'm getting
Yeah.
chased. Hurry up.
You have to do that. That's what that
Make
guy
sure.
did in the trailer. He had to run away and he put that needle in his arm just to heal himself, and he started running back
Now,
again.
one thing I can see is like you having to like they make it to where you have to sleep near night, or if you don't, you're just gonna pass out somewhere randomly. You know.
Well, I mean, in the trailer it
I
showed that
mean-
he was fighting at night. He was
I know that,
searching
but
through like
I
a
mean,
abandoned
they
house.
could probably do that and make it to where you have to board up a door, or make it where nothing can get into you anywhere before.
I
you
mean, they
can
had the
sleep.
traps. He had the traps on
Yeah.
him by the windows.
Well, I mean, you
Sort of detected when
like,
somebody
they can
busted
have
through.
it set up to like say the person literally goes to sleep and like 2 hours of his nap, something breaks the door down and he jumps up fighting.
Yeah.
I mean, he can do that also. There's a lot of stuff they can do with this game. We haven't seen really nothing about it. I'm ready for E3 to hurry up and get here.
Yeah, I know. When that comes out, we'll finally have all the answers.
So those of you wondering where you can find information, also you can check out E3. You can check out this information on 3-Man Broadcast and Notorious Blaze if you guys
And what
have
time
not
The link
subscribed.
will be down below for you guys to check it out.
And when does Evil Within come out again?
It comes out August 26th for the US and August 27th or 28th for UK.
2014, for those of you wondering.
2014.
But we're gonna wrap this up now, and that's been it for Notorious Blaze and 3-Man Broadcast here. If you guys are fans of both this game, any kind of horror game, or you guys haven't subscribed already, then please do so. If you have any comments or questions about this game or any other game you thought it should be mentioned, then please comment in the comment section below. If you guys are entertained by this video, then please like this video to help us out. And on that note, this has been your broadcast.
Peace, guys.